Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button for you guys to get more Luna content. All right, so go ahead and smash that like button for me. If you guys got any questions, just go ahead and leave a comment on Luna's price or whatever you guys need like that, and we'll check it out. Welcome to everybody tuning in. Go ahead and smash that like button for me. Leave some comments down below, some questions you might have. If it's regarding how the indicators work or whatever you guys might need, just let me know down in the comments and I'll get you guys straight. For those just tuning in, as we can see, we have that resistance on that 1900 mark. When we break above that and we can hold the support, we'll go up and test that 2300 mark, okay? So I want you guys to smash this like button, share this live stream. If you got any questions regarding the technical analysis that I'm using or my indicators, just let me know. If you're tuning in and catching some of this, go ahead and smash the like button. Share this video. Let everybody know we're doing Luna price prediction and technical analysis over here on the Moneybags Rico channel. Okay, you guys do not want to miss out. For those tuning in, as you guys can see, we got the dots back on the top. Okay, so that helps us identify that the chart is kind of moving downward, right? We have also the MF5 pointing downwards. We need to trust these dots a lot. They work out really good. So we might be finding support in this channel right here. As you can tell, we've tapped it a couple times here, 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 which that is 1760. So if we can keep holding above this 1760, that's going to be our new area of support that we might have right there. We're going to go ahead and mark that chart up really quick and just put that support line right there. This might be a new little range that we'll be trading in before we break out. So I just want to make sure that we have it right there. And if you guys are tuning in, you guys can see that new range that we're going to trade within. And the reason, this is on the 1 minute chart. This is for scalping, those who are scalping. The reason we can see this range being somewhat realistic is due to the chart moving downward, but the MFI being, already kind of on the oversold part, and as well as the MACD starting to turn hollow. So that means we're losing that selling pressure, right? And also it looks like, we tapped here before. We have support here, here again. And every time we found support, we start to make higher lows. But again, that 1900 is going to be that mark where the price continues to get rejected. So now we see a flash of volume that's red at first. So let's see what happens. Usually this is a doji candle, so we'll see how this one turns out. But as you can tell right here on the MACD, exactly, that's what happens when there's a doji candle. The buyers and sellers are getting bought up right now. We're both in agreement. We have a huge amount of volume stepping in, and as well, look at that volume pump up. That is awesome right there. Now we have the MACD making a second hollow candle, and also let's be sure to identify the descending, kind of like the mountain that's happening right here, right? You can see it descending in a way. And that's going to give us that momentum to go ahead and push up past that 1900. And it's also going to do what? And I hope you guys are, learning somewhat. I'll learn this along this way, because the next thing that it's going to help us do, it's identify that this is the new range, right? Isn't that what it told us? That we're somewhat respecting this and trying to trade sideways within this 1767 and that 1900. So let's just put some arrows right there just to get everybody where you can visually see the support that's happening. So we have it, we're tapped there. It also tapped here. It also tapped here, right? As we continue to move forward, we made a higher low, but that 1900 mark, there's a resistance right there. So now we tapped here once again. It's not picture perfect, but believe it or not, that wick shooting down, it's not going to be perfect, but that's that area once again that it's kind of saying, nope, we're not going to flash down past that point. Same thing for right here. It's not picture perfect, but once again, we can agree on this for the fact that we can see that it's making consolidation happen going to the right. We have the MFI kind of, sweeping, not just flashing straight down, but we see it kind of going towards the right, to kind of sweep up, almost making a cup and handle shape. You can also make these cup and handle shapes, these patterns, with these indicators, okay? So a lot of people are not aware of that, but sometimes you'll see the MFI even make that very same shape that we look for up in the charts. So this right now, we're making, just some more consolidation, respecting this support, and we're going to mark that up one more time, because that is, that long green one, that wick right there, did tap right there, right? So we're doing this live right now. Those tuning in, go ahead and smash that like button, and share the live if you guys want to continue to rock with me right here. And we're going to see what's going on with Luna and Terra all together. So this is interesting right here. We have the MACD kind of pointing down, right? That candle's starting to look a little healthy right there, but I'm still pretty confident that this should be our new range, and we could flip right back around on this area. What we're waiting to see right here, we're going to be very patient, because patience is the key, is for this dot to flip back on the other side. And that is not financial advice, but is when the trend has changed, right? After we make a support, we make a higher low, and then if the dots flip around to the other side and the rest of the indicators show us the same, we start to rock back up. We show momentum. The trend is your friend. So that's how we're going to continue to trade this. Go ahead and smash that like button if you guys are just tuning in.
Wake up, trader. It's time.
All right, so we got another green candle building up right here. And when the volume picks up, this will be happening a lot faster. but we're going to be doing this live. We're going to watch this live. Some people take some notes. This is not financial advice. I'm just bringing financial awareness. This is how you scalp. This is how you gap and go. This is when the markets are red and you basically are waiting for your moonshots to land on the moon. This is how you take the markets into your own hands and continue to shift gears. There we go. Look at that momentum that we have, okay? If we zoom in a bit, let's go ahead and zoom in. We see that we also broke over that MA, right? We have it over here on the Ichimoto cloud. So we broke over this MA line, this baby blue one right here. The MACD has gotten a little bit shorter, right? And there we go. We got more volume stepping in. That's another great indication that the volume is higher than the previous candle. We have the MACD showing a smaller selling pressure candle, also that is hollow, meaning that the selling pressure has been going down since it has flipped right here. And we have the MFI, also the money flow index, starting to curl up right now. We see that curl starting to happen, but we're gonna wait patiently because I've seen flashes where it looks all perfect and somehow it just flips, and that's why I like the SAR right here. And we're gonna make the SAR. I'm gonna show you guys how you guys do this. Go ahead and hit the settings. Go to stop. We're gonna make the SAR yellow just so they stand out. This is like one of my favorite indicators, if not the favorite. Because it helps you just identify the trend, right? And we have the Ichimoto cloud in the background. So let's see how we continue to go. We got the next candle closing in about 20 seconds. Okay, this one already started. So a thinner candle, but we need to see more volume. Volume is king. But at the end of the day, we're making higher lows. From right here, this is a higher low. We're starting to march right back up. We're gonna find that this is that area, and we're gonna mark this up really quick, that we're going to find that resistance, and we're going to continue to see the price getting tested right there. I want us to break past this, because if we can break past this, then hold that above that 1900, that's going to be epic for us, because we can then see a breakout start to happen, a push, because these are psychological barriers. And smart money and other traditional investors, the minute they see these psychological barriers get broke, they basically ape in or whatnot. Okay, so let's go ahead and make this chart a little big again. And like I said, that's why, although everything is looking good, that's a perfect example right there why you wait for the SAR. If you guys are rocking with me, if you guys like the SAR, if you guys are using this and seeing how it's so effective, let me know down in the comments below. This is epic right now. Look at this. We have the SAR still being true to us. At the same time, let's go ahead and just let's mark our chart up. We do see selling pressure step back in, just like I said. Even though this was starting to look good, if the SAR does not step on the other side, I do not take a trade. Of course, this is not financial advice. I'm just saying, on my personal opinion, how I approach these things. But one thing that I will state, even though that flash might scare and shake people out before a breakout, because the average investor won't notice that this is a doji candle right next. So remember, the last doji candle, we had more buying pressure. Notice the MACD turning back hollow. And again, when we had that flash, what happened? The price said that we're not going under 1767. So we have quite a few times, and we can count these out just to be exact. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times that Luna holders and you guys, the community, has stated that we're not letting the price go underneath that 1767, give or take, of course, right? Depending what charts you're using and what CEX, and if you're doing it on Pancake Swap or whatnot, like I am. But what I see right now, we got the MFI nicely oversold. That's nice. That's where you want to come in, because what goes up must come down. What goes down must go up. What is just leaving just showed up, and what just showed up is now leaving. Okay, so right now we see the MFI going right back over that range that we wanted to. We're going to sit patiently with our finger on the trigger, and we're just waiting to see. And this is something that we would be okay with, because all the times it keeps showing us that it's holding support, so it's not letting the price go underneath here. So we're accumulating right now. Other people are accumulating. They keep accumulating on this spot right now. What's going to happen at the end of this spot, if we do it just right, all this accumulation that we've been doing, this gap and go trade, now we don't have to wait for Luna to get to $1. Let's say we gapped and gone. If Luna got to 50 cents, we're millionaires. Why? Because we accumulated, just like smart money, along the way, making sure we don't get wrecked, basically. And we can accumulate how smart money does, and timing the breakout. So if it does break out, we've accumulated enough Luna token that when it does break out, we have X amount more Luna. Now we don't have to wait till it gets to $1, right? We could just wait till it gets to 50 cents now because we have accumulated. And at the same time, if something would happen and breaking to the downside, well, since we're scalping and we're making sure that we're jumping in and out, we're also safe. Okay, that's how you protect yourself. That's how you make money even in a bear market. To be honest with everybody tuning in, smash the like button, share the live stream. Go ahead and let other lunatics know that we're doing this over here. So if you guys want to watch more of these videos, it'll help if you guys smash the like button and definitely share the live or whatnot. Let me check the chat really quick. Go ahead and leave some questions down below if you guys got some questions or whatnot like that. I'm checking the chat right now, and I'm gonna let you guys know when the trend will change in a second, and it will happen. Okay, so it's marching to the right still. Remember we're still holding this 1767. If it broke underneath this 1767, all that means is we're gonna go a little bit lower, and we're gonna get it at a bigger discount. Which, if you guys watch my other videos, is actually 1539 is the next. I remember the number. It was around this area down here. But right now we're trading in this range on the 1 minute chart. We're scalping. We are loading up our bags in case Luna breaks out. We don't have to wait that long, right? Thank you for smashing the like button. I appreciate it. Okay, here we go. It's going to test this line again. Is it going to respect this 1767? We're watching it right now live. This is what it takes. It takes a whole lot of patience. If we could remove patience and just be able to make money, trust me, I'd be the first one to do it. But this took me a lot of time to learn and understand, and I want you guys to, especially after seeing the markets pull back on everybody, a lot of people being hurt. It's my time to really step up to the plate and show you guys that there are ways, even while you're waiting for your meme tokens or your moonshots to take off, that you guys can potentially be making money on the side. Of course, it's not financial advice. This takes a lot of practice, but I want to show you guys how I've learned over time with my own money how to do this, okay? And right now we see the volume stepping in. We're oversold on the MFI, so that's telling us that we got to go back up, right? Every time we're overbought, we come back down and we go back up. Sometimes it's not perfect, but we'll go back up, and it'll show that's oversold, overbought, right? It'll happen over and over again. Oversold, overbought, oversold, overbought. So right now we're in a prime location to be, waiting for our indications, waiting for all signs to say yes, because why not wait if we can get a lower price and a lower price, right? If we would have aped in sooner over here when we thought, look at how much price difference that is. That's from the 1800s all the way down to the 17s. So just the way it looked like, oh yeah, this is it. This is going to be the breakout. Nope. There was a lower price. And that's where I want you guys to learn. So like that, you don't have to wait for it to go so high for you guys to reach your profit zones, right? And your target prices. So right now we have a green candle. I like this. We have a small doji candle. I like it. The MFI is clearly in the zone that we want it to be, pushing upwards. Leave some comments if you guys got about the indicators that I'm using. If you guys want to know how I'm trading Luna, this type of gap and go trading, you can basically count this as another support right here. When we came back down right here, these two candles right here, this is another time that basically the price is not letting it go underneath that 1767. Smash the like button, man. Appreciate it. Smash the like button. We're watching Luna live right now. Smash the like button, share the live. If you're a lunatic, you guys know what's up. Leave some comments. Let me know what you guys need to know about these indicators or whatnot. But I'm going to show you guys how you scalp, how you watch the prices as it continues to grow, as it continues to move forward. Okay, we got the MACD playing in our favor. The blue line looking like it wants to cross the orange line. We have the hollow candles on the MACD, signifying that we're losing that selling pressure. Also identified by the volume stepping in. We need more volume than these red candles. It needs to be greater. That's when the trend had changed over here, where it was going to look like we were start marching up. So we need something similar to that. That's how this starts, by the volume indicating that there's more money coming in than going out. And we're watching it live right now. Go ahead and smash the like button, share the live stream. I appreciate it. Be sure to subscribe. I need the lunatics to turn up for me. Smash the like button, share the live. you're gonna want to like it and share the live anyways, because I'm gonna show you guys how you can scalp these trades right here, this range, patiently waiting for a breakout to potentially break to the upside. And now you don't have to wait for Luna to get to $1. Now you only have to wait for Luna to get to 50 cents, because we've been accumulating money just like smart money does along this consolidation. This is where people get shooken out, and this is where smart money accumulates. We have the MFI pointing a little bit higher up, but we notice that little gap on that MACD, right? Notice how the blue line's kind of pointing downward now. All these little indications, trust me, they matter. But what I like is that we're finishing getting out of this green cloud. What we'll notice is we break down through the green cloud and we break up through the red cloud. Okay, so sometimes that Ichimoto cloud can trick you a little bit, because you see this red and you're like, oh man, does that mean it's going to be all red? No, all we got to do is look back, because history repeats itself. If we look, this is a green cloud. What happened? We broke down through it. And we look even further before. What happened? We're down here. We made a support. We broke through the red cloud to go up. So that's why you got to pay attention and kind of go backwards a little bit. So like that, you can start to identify the patterns. That's what we're doing. We're just identifying patterns. Nobody's smarter than anybody else. Excuse me. We're just identifying these patterns that continue to happen. You know, nobody's making these rules up. They just continue to happen over and over. And I've noticed them. And I want you guys to step up and notice them with me. You know, this works on all different types of trade, not just Luna, not just Bitcoin, not just cryptocurrency. I've traded traditional stocks, and this is where this comes from. Okay, we're waiting to fire, right? We got our finger on the trigger, but we're waiting to fire. We don't have the SAR. That's why we're waiting, because why would we go against the grain? That would be hard. Why would you want your trade to go against the grain? Why would you not want to get in on a cheaper price, you know, and really get in on a good dip and ride that all the way up? I like to make it fun. You know, if sometimes you're trying to make money and it's not fun, something's not going right, because usually when you make money, usually when you cash your check, you're having fun, you know. And we're gonna practice on how to wait for these dots to flip on the other side, to have like this line, this vertical line. You'll see it'll be perfect. It'll look something with the MFI, but the MACD will also match. That's why we might basically maybe tap this one more time, just to have that perfect vertical line where we have it all the way oversold on all indicators. And once the SAR flips on the other side, we get to play within that range and take the buy and then ride all the way up to the next resistance, waiting to see if it can break out. Of course, if it breaks out, that's the chance that you have, that you don't have to wait for X amount of, you know, waiting for Luna to get to $1. Now you only have to wait to 50 cents, because you've been accumulating throughout this range. Those who are just sitting on the sidelines and waiting and waiting and waiting, they're always going to be waiting for Luna to reach $1 forever. Win $1, win $1, win $1. The best thing to do is, how about winning 50 cents? Or how about win 20 cents? Why? Because you've accumulated so much Luna along these ranges that now you don't have to wait for Luna to get all the way up to, you know, $1. All right, we see some volume stepping in, and this is the first candle on the green on the green MACD that is showing bullish, right? We've been through this whole stage. Even when it was starting to look good in this area, we never had the MACD kind of follow up with us. It's flipping back red a little bit, but let's zoom in. We see that it was green for a second. And of course, one thing you guys are always going to hear me say is volume is king, okay? We don't have the volume stepping in yet. The volume is too short. So once the volume steps in, like I said, most likely this MFI might curl back down to just tap it. We're already oversold, right? So we haven't enough oversold, but it might just come down just one more time to get this vertical line to look perfect, where the MACD, the SAR, you know, everything's oversold and it's just looking perfect right here. And it could be this one or the very next candle. We'll see how it's looking right now. All right. All right. Here we go. This is good when you see. There we go. Look at this. This is very good, lunatics. This is very good, lunatics. This is where I start to get a little pumped up. We have what my buddy likes to say, the doji candle, almost shooting a spider web to that SAR line to pull it down. And look at that. Exactly like we said, those doji candles, we make a support. Now I'm getting my finger ready on the trigger because we have the MFI, right? We're already oversold. Now we have the SARs about to flip. We have the MACD correlating with everything that we want to see. And we're going to gap and go this trade. We're going to take the markets into our own hands. Even when the markets are dead and there's nothing happening, I will show you guys how to make money, okay? That's what's going to happen right here on this channel, Moneybags Rico. You guys do not want to miss out. This is going to be epic. We got a lot coming to this channel. Watch the video introducing Moneybags. I dropped some hints about what we're going to be doing on this channel. A lot has to do with making sure you guys can make money even during a bear market. Even when, you know, your meme tokens or whatnot are not shooting to the moon. While you're waiting, you can come over here to the Moneybags Rico channel and learn how to gap and go trade, okay? So that's what we're doing right now. We're still waiting. We're going to be patient. We're waiting for that SAR. That's why we wait for that SAR. That's the same fake out they try to get us with over here, remember? Now they try to make it a little juicy with, you know, the MACD in our favor. But now we have a hollow, and that's why we continuously respect that SAR line into flips. It might grab that little web and flip it really quick, but one thing that I'm going to do, we can identify that it's respecting this area once again. Let's be sure once this candle closes. If it closes this candle, this is basically a wick trying to pull down and see if it can break past that 1767. But we'll wait till the next candle comes out to be sure that it doesn't break through, and that we can put a green arrow right here signifying that the price is being respected on that 1767 mark, right? Okay, so this candle's about to close. Let's see what happens. Smash that like button. You know, share the live. If you guys want to learn more about these technical analysis, if you got questions about the indicators that I am using right now, the MACD, the MFI, the money flow index, or the SAR, let me know down in the comments below, and I'll tap in with you guys. Be sure to subscribe as well. Let's see how this next candle closes, and then we'll be able to put that green arrow there, because that green arrow is going to help us count how many times we've been respecting this price, right? So let's just get ready for that. There we go. So there we go. We're definitely going to flip the SAR, finger on the trigger, right? This wick basically was, I know it's not going to be perfect all the time, but look at how many times we respected this price. This is an indication to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times we respected this price, right? That's a great number. And then we start to rock right back up. We'll see this SAR most likely flip right now. Oh, look at that. Price getting tested. That's why I always wait for that SAR. I don't hesitate. I just get my finger on the trigger ready, but I do not pull into that SAR flips. There's no way, no how you can get me to go off of, because you don't want to use your feelings when you're trading. If you start trying to use too much intuition or too much feeling that you feel it's going to flip, that you got a feeling it's about to do it, that's dangerous. That's dangerous. You want to turn yourself almost into your own trading bot in your mind, that you're cutthroat, you're doing this back to back, no problem. You understand what you're doing, and you're only going to do it when and how your indicators all align, okay? Excuse me. All right, so we're waiting for that SAR. We're going to wait for the next one. We'll see what's up right now. Wait and see what's up. While we're waiting, go ahead and smash the like button, share the live stream, ask me some questions if you like, and that's why we're waiting for that SAR. That's exactly why we're waiting for that. One ought to wait for that SAR to flip. That is the best thing you can do, is not use your feelings, because that looked really good right there. It really did. We had everything we wanted, but we didn't have the SAR. I need that SAR all the time to be in favor, because I don't want to trade against the grain. This has been a slow, this consolidation. This is where people get shooken out, because it's very hard to tell what's going on. But notice how during this consolidation, how many times did the chart trick the SAR? Not that many. Even right here, not that many times. Sometimes this happens, of course, especially when we're on a 1 minute chart. I'm just keeping it on a 1 minute chart. I trade more on the 15-minute chart, but on the 1 minute chart, you will see this happen a lot more, not so much on the higher time frames. And that's why we wait for the SAR. Let's see if this price holds right here, or we're going to go to the lower side. Okay, I'll let you guys know right now, and we'll find our next level of support. $17.19. Okay, we'll see right now. Let me know down in the comments if you guys think it's going to hold the support right there. Smash that like button. Good looking out. 4 people smash that like button. You guys are going to pick up some things right here. You guys should like it. Like that, the YouTube algorithm will let you guys know when I'm over here spilling some more knowledge. This will help you out. Learn how to trade while there's a bear market going on. You will learn how to gap and go trade no matter what. And then you can just sit on your hands a little bit easier with your meme tokens and not get shooken out of your spots, right? You can gap and go trade on any centralized exchange that has a lot of volume. Why centralized exchange? Because no fees, right? You don't want to have fees nonstop. And also the centralized exchanges have a lot of volume. So here comes that tap down to the MFI one more time that we spoke about. All right. So we're just waiting for the MFI. And I don't mind it coming back down and tapping this, 1767 again. And it's just, coming into this squeeze. It squeezes all the way down and then it just breaks out. Because as long as it keeps coming down and tapping to 1767, that's letting me know that it's respecting this. I won't jump into the trade though unless the dots flip. I will understand that it's respecting that 1767. I have no problem. But onto the dots flip, because notice when the dot flipped here, this was a range right there. That's money on the table. The dot flipped, yeah, it gets a little shaky. This is a 1 minute chart, so it gets confusing. But when the dot flipped, there was a small range right here. Flip the other way, this is where it gets shaky, especially, and when we get to that section on the other side, I'll let you guys know how to be able to tell, because we're already kind of overbought. The MACD was looking a little shaky at the same time. We see the volume was starting to get low in this area. So this would have helped us know that, okay, this 1900 mark, when the dot comes on the top, this is, most likely not going to be that good. And to flip back over, it's not ready because we're still too high. We want all these lines to be extremely oversold, like we see right now, the MFI going back underneath. Like I said, I most likely thought that it would test this one more time, just to get it just so it can build up enough momentum. And now everything right here will line up very oversold. That's what you want, that vertical line to be like as low, just looking extremely oversold. And this is good because, again, it's oversold. That lets me know that it really doesn't want to dump past that 1767. Now let's say this MFI would have been in this area right here and we would have been moving down. That would have let me know that, whoa, we have a lot more way to go down. And so I can see it definitely breaking past that 1767 if the MFI was up in this area, right? But obviously we see the MFI already oversold twice without compensating the same amount for the top. So that lets me know that, once again, what are we going to do? Respect that 1767. Okay, that's that number right now. Smash the like button if you guys are picking up some tips and tricks. Share the video. Even come back, watch the Luna videos. Watch the other videos as well. There's a lot of tips and tricks in these videos that you guys can learn along the way that I've learned with my own money. So let's go ahead and zoom in and see if we have that breakout. Remember, earlier in the video I said we break down through the green cloud and we break up through the red cloud. And why do we say that? Because if we go back, we can see that repeats itself over and over. Down through this little green cloud, up through the red cloud, down through the green cloud, up through the red cloud. What goes up must come down. What goes down must go up. What is just leaving just showed up, and what just showed up is now leaving. That's what's happening back to back. It's the infinity sign, the number 8. And you just got to know when to jump in, almost like a game of double dutch. Make sure you jump in, get to jump, run it out, and then jump out before you get tangled up. It's just like a game of double dutch. Picture these two support and resistance lines as double dutch ropes. And we gotta pick our time when to jump in and make sure that we don't get tangled up on the opposite side, right? We're looking good right now. Let's go ahead and zoom in. Like my buddy says, that Spider-Man spider web, grabbing that SAR line and gonna bring it down to flip it to the other side. But we don't pull the trigger till the dot flips, okay? And then we'll be very happy. Why? Because we know that we'll have the MFI oversold, the MACD was oversold. We have the line, boom, just like that. Let's go. We're in the money. Fire, right? Of course, it's not financial advice. Practice, watch these videos over and over and over till you build this recipe where you understand it yourself on a regular basis, where eventually you can just see this happening. This is a trade right now. Boom. What are we going to do? Just like I said, we're going to break up through that red cloud. Okay, that's something that I've seen over and over. And as you guys learn to watch it and be patient, you will be able to identify these patterns as well. Go ahead and leave some comments down below, because I mean, we're about to call this breakout right now. It's going to go right back up, and that is going to be an actual scalp right there, a real trade. Just checking the comments, seeing what you guys writing anything, if you guys got any questions. So now we got another dot on the bottom, so it's identifying that we're rocking back up. So we made support. The next thing that's going to happen is we'll make support, we'll start to rock up, we'll have a red candle making a higher low, just to build momentum again, to have another breakout towards the top. Smash the like button if you guys are learning some tips and tricks right now. If you guys want to learn about scalping or whatnot, tap in with me, Moneybags Rico. Also watch the introduction video of Moneybags, where I'm going to be dropping some tips and some sneak peeks about what's going to be going on with Moneybags. This is going to a lot to do with it right here, teaching you guys how to make money during a bear market, okay? During when the markets are red. If people are telling you that there's no money to be made, that there's no money on the table, I'm sorry to tell you that is false. Okay, I'm not knocking nobody for what they're saying. Everybody has their own style of trading, but nevertheless, eventually when you get this so down packed, this is like a mirror. That the number 8 is like a mirror, right? So that means when the dots flip, if you want to short something going down, that's when you start feeling a little bit more saucy. When you start, really understanding that, okay, now we get in when it's all overbought. Why not short it when it's completely oversold? So it's really hard for somebody to convince me that nobody's making money no matter what the markets look like, because that's what I have to do on a daily basis, and it's honestly what I love to do. And now I want to show you guys and help you guys learn what I love to do and how I learned to do this. Okay. See if we're going to break through the red cloud. We still have those solid MACD candles, right? That's really good. We have the MFI that was already oversold twice. We have not compensated for the opposite side, right? Overbought, oversold. Oversold, we need our overbought. Where's our overbought? So that's why we're in this trade. We're waiting patiently. What did I say? We're going to go up, right? That's exactly what I said. We're going to go up, and then we're going to see a higher low, one red candle. But just to let us know that we're making a higher low. That's it. That's all it is. And the way that you guys can see that, okay, just so we can still see the dots, is if you guys have the candles set like I do, the Heiken Ashi candles. Because if you have them set on candles, that's out the window. Now it's looking green, red, green, red, green, red. It's harder to identify the higher lows. You would have thought this was the higher low. No, it's not. The Heiken Ashi candles will literally tell you exactly which one it is, which one has selling pressure and which one has buying pressure. That's what I want to know. I want to match my candlesticks to match almost the MFI, because the MFI is the money flow index. The Heiken Ashi candles, they act as watching the money flow, because when the money's leaving, the candle's red. When the money's entering, the candle is green, and I like it like that. It's simple for me, It's easy to understand that, we're making higher lows because this was a red candle. After we found the base, after we found the support, now we make a higher low. This is a green candle. We're still marching up. We're losing a little bit on the MACD, but I'm still confident. Why? Because, overbought. Now we're starting to get oversold, but we've yet to compensate it for our overbought on this side. Okay, and we also know that it likes to go down through the green cloud and up through the red cloud. For those tuning in, if you notice, down through the green cloud, up through the red cloud. So we have these indications that it's looking like it's working its way. It's going to try to shake some people out, of course, but it looks like, we have all the things lined up that we would want to see, us getting ready to break through the red cloud. us showing that over 9 times we've held support above 16 or 1767. So these are all really good indications that the chart is moving to the right. We might see the dot flip again, maybe not. We'll see. We'll see what's going on. Right there we go. Look at that MFI point straight up. So up through this green, up through the red, break out through the red, and we'll go test this 1900. Trying to get the mic to work properly for everybody, all right? I'd seen that it was cutting out, my bad. Okay, there we go. We got another dot on the bottom, so we're going to go ahead and mark this chart up. I think the mic should be working good. Let's go ahead. All right. Should be right about there. All right, perfect. So we have the dots back on the bottom, right? Let's go ahead and mark that up. We have the dots back on the bottom and also a clear indication of the price respecting the 1767. That is the number of the day. Maybe go play it on a 4 for 4. Okay, here we go. Here we go. There we go. We are respecting that price, that is for sure. So we are still in the money to go test this area on that 1900. We're going to have that break through the red like I've been stating. Go down through the green, break up through the red. Watch how it's going to happen. There we go. We have our march going on, right? We have the MFI going up. We're going to keep an eye on this. Sometimes you want the MFI to kind of not go up too fast and get to that overbought area too quick before the price breaks out, right? If you guys are tuning in, go ahead and smash that like button, share the video, get people tapped in. Leave some comments if you guys want to know more about what technical indicators I'm using and What is this called? It's called scalping. We are scalping. We are accumulating a certain amount of Luna so that we don't have to wait for Luna to go to $1 to get a big bag. We just have to wait for it to get to 50 cents because we continue to accumulate within this range. Now we don't have to wait, right? We're acting as smart money as we trade to the right. And here we go. We have MACD stepping up. We have some volume coming in. Okay, we have the staircase is happening right in that right direction. Like we said, a breakout torch through the red. Smash the like button if you guys are picking up some tips and tricks. This is the SAR, the dots. The cloud is the Ichimoto cloud, the MACD, and the MFI, money flow index. These are fire indicators to help you identify the trend. The trend is your friend. Smash that like button. Good looking now. We got 6 likes. Let's see how many likes we can get on this video. That'd be pretty cool. Let's get it up. I like when the MFI kind of goes to the right like this to kind of get us some breathing room, right? We're getting some breathing room to the right. So like that, we can go ahead and push right through that red cloud. This is looking good momentum-wise. We have everything in our favor right now. Check in the chat. Go ahead and smash that like button. Here we go. Now we're going to get to ride this MACD line that's going to go above these candles. Notice how it gets up here, right? This is overbought territory. We got in down here in the oversold area when the dots flipped. And now look at this. We're going to get to ride it right up, all the way up past these candles, breaking through the red cloud like I stated earlier in the video. This is going to continue to happen. These are patterns that I've seen since 2017. I've been doing this, so this is something I've been seeing for a while. I want to show you guys that you guys can make money while waiting for your moonshots, waiting for our meme token to take off. This is how you trade. This is how you gap and go. This is how you accumulate, just like smart money, so you don't have to wait for the $1. Win $1, doesn't matter. Win 50 cents. Win 20 cents. How about that? That's a lot better because we've accumulated nonstop. And here we go. Boom. Let's go. Like I said, we were going to break through the red cloud. There we go. Breaking through that red cloud. So, and notice how important this resistance is. And we're going to mark that right away. Let's go ahead and mark that right away as we're trading live right now on Moneybags Rico channel. Go ahead and smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel. You guys do not want to miss out. This is fresh off the press basically right now. So we got a tap right here. So we are in this. Boom, there we go. A nice little breakout. That's good. Let's break above this and hold support. Let's go, Luna. This is epic for us right now. This is looking really good. Okay, but we notice that we're respecting that 1900 mark. That's why that resistance is to be, we got to pay attention to it. Now notice the MFI. Okay, volume stepping in big time. Okay, so that's when the bulls know that we got to break past this. One thing that we got to identify though, the SAR dots, right? As you guys learn to use these indicators and you guys watching this video with me, you will pick up on these tips and tricks. Right here, you can notice the dots are starting to separate a bit, meaning that we're losing a little bit of momentum. But we'll see how it turns out because we got a lot of volume, okay? We'll most likely go to make our first red candle just to make a higher low and then break out and finish breaking out above this 1900 mark. As I said, here goes, stepping to the right. Why? Because the SAR line, the SAR dots separated. So it helped me say, hey, we're losing momentum. And boom, sure enough, look, the MACD tells us that on the very next candle. We have a hollow MACD candle, meaning that the SAR was letting us know ahead of time that momentum was being lost. That's why that's my favorite indicator. If you're rocking with the SAR, go ahead and type SAR down in the comments down below. This indicator will help you. I guarantee it. The more you guys keep using it and using it, the more you will understand it. See, these dots got separated. It helped us identify that we lost momentum before the MACD and everything else did. That is huge right there. That is a huge tool. That's like Miss Cleo's crystal ball to look into, okay? Okay, let's continue this march. And all we're doing this for is just to get a nice little bit, enough momentum to go ahead and break through, okay? Now I'm thinking the bulls are going to be, there goes that red candle, making a higher low. It wasn't the exact one, but I knew that the trend was, we were losing momentum. We were already overbought. The dots were starting to separate, and this is an area where we tapped before. But when it goes to the right and we know that we're ready to break out, it's doing that so it can take a big breath, so it can go ahead and blast through that basically. But we see how that price does not want it to let it go past that 1900. We got a tap there and another one right there. These are 3 taps on the top. We got the MFI overbought. So we're keeping a close eye on this one. If we can break past that 1900, a bit of FOMO will come in because of that psychological barrier. We'll have a bit of a sell-off, but settling back above the 1900 and making that a new support level. So we want to break through this 1900, get a bit of that FOMO rush. The people who bought a little bit lower will most likely take profits, and the ones who kind of got in on that FOMO rush have to wait till the support is made to then get out up there. That's why you don't want to get in on the FOMO, right? You don't want to do it with your feelings. You want to do it with your technical indicators. Okay, we're trading to the right, and we're going to go ahead and mark, we're getting this. Well, wait a second. Let's not get it too cluttered up right there.